Hey everyone, hopefully you're having a good day. My name's Andy. My channel's Finding Value. Today we're going to go over our daily technical analysis update of oil and natural gas. I'll give you my opinion here. But to me, we had a higher 10-year yield. That's going up. Usually oil kind of follows that 10-year yield or leads it perhaps. And the dollar was a good bit lower today. So that was kind of the backdrop. We'll dive into the charts here and I'll give you my financial opinion. I've got oil up here. So on a weekly basis. On a weekly basis, this looks quite strong. We'll dive into the dailies here, and this was the one day that they hit with the variant news. We're coming on up, so it's looking strong. We may pause a little bit here, but the down days are small and the up days are big, which means that it's good buying pressure in an uptrend move. So it still looks good. Natural gas up 3.1% today. Doesn't look horrible. But we're still chopping sideways overall. XOP is pausing where it's at, right underneath its resistance line. You can kind of draw in kind of a little pattern here where it's going to break probably upward or something like that if we can get some strong oil price. But it's smashed up against this large downtrend line. And we just got to break through it, forge into some new territory up here, get moving. SM Energy had a down day today. We're above support though, so we'll probably come back to support. CDEV, a little bit of a bearish engulfing pattern. We'll probably head down and do a retrace return move somewhere in here. We've got Crew Energy. It was up today. This tracks more natural gas, so that's looking good. CPE, we might see a little bit of a downward movement because we got a little bit of selling pressure up here, but it still looks pretty good. Athabasca Oil, we've got big buying pressure, small selling pressure. Everything looks okay for a potential break. My boy Recaf throwing in a large update today. This thing looks fantastic to me. This actually looks to be the best chart that I've seen of anything at the moment. I am ridiculously overweighted in Recaf at this moment, expecting a move higher. We have a descending wedge broken to the upside. We have large buying pressure, small selling pressure pullbacks. Larger buying pressure, small selling pressure. The sellers are leaking out of this and becoming exhausted. And now what you're seeing is you're seeing kind of this momentum start to come on up. Bigger buying pressure, small selling pressure. That's exactly what I look for in a stock. So to me, this thing looks absolutely fantastic to take a run at 10 bucks. But that's the way that I'm looking at this. I'm not saying that you guys should be buying or selling. I am disproportionately weighted in this company, in this area in here. I bought a lot in the $4.50 to $5 range in these two areas. And eventually this is going to go, I think, and break to the upside is my guess, by looking at the charts. And remember, it's only a probability. It's not a for sure outcome. But we definitely have a good day today, up 10%. Northern Oil and Gas, this could head this, we'll see. It's coiling up to go somewhere. We got this big down day here, so that may head lower. We'll see, or we could break to the upside here, depending on what oil does. The bigger overall charts all say we want to go higher on a longer term perspective. CPG's been breaking to the upside. I own that one in copious amounts. A big projected move coming up. Looks good. GTE, I've just been holding on to it. That one looks good. It looks like we're kind of moving here for maybe a break to the upside. If we can get some good oil some oil prices to back us. Tellurian's kind of just chopping sideways, a little bit down today, down day today. The Devco looks interesting to me. Long-term view of it, it's really low and it's right on support. I threw some in there. Yep, I did. Oasis, it's still moving up. Watch out for the battle here. I mean, we're getting big buying pressure, smaller selling pressure, but it looks like the selling pressure is getting a little bit larger, especially this day here. We'll see where we go. I'm not doing anything with my shares. Comstock Resources, we're chopping sideways here. This big down day is a little concerning. We might see it head a little bit lower if that's a legit day. For Sandridge Energy, we came up here. We're kind of dilly-dallying around down here. So, I mean, again, we've got a little bit of selling pressure here the last couple of days. We'll see what happens. Looks like the sellers are still around. Ring Energy coming up above this guy here with some support, kind of like almost a consolidation move, but I like the buying pressure here. So looks all right. We've got Surge Energy, that's looking all right there. And then we've got Tamarack Valley Energy, which is broken to the upside. We might see a reverse move here or something to do a little retest at some point as we break to the upside there. And then a lot of the energy service companies are looking quite good. I'll go over OIH. They're all just coiling up in this corner here to break to the upside, I think, eventually. So that's what I've got for today, guys. I've got my 3-year-old here that is pumping on some sort of stepping thing back here. Hi. So he's back there pedaling away. He walked in just recently. So hopefully you guys, oil looks good from a long-term perspective. I think it's going to kill it this year. So I'm heavily invested in a lot of this stuff, to be honest. And of any of the charts, recap looks the best to me at the time. If you guys like this analysis, give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and thank you for listening. This is Finding Value.